So I'm on Facebook, right? In one of these little um, groups that people keep putting me in. But this one seemed like it was alright, cause I wasn't having no major issues or nothing like that. But, child, I'm in there, and they get to talking about, the situation that happened in Mechanic, Texas over the weekend with the kids, right? And, they basically bouncing off of, like, ideas of, what should have happened versus what did happen, and, what action should have been taken now, what they feel like should happen now, and what happened, what they think gonna probably happen, right? Okay. So, this one chick, me and her now, I only been in this group, like, I don't know how long I've been in this group. I be in a whole lot of fucking groups and never have come in there and said a damn thing. I don't know how long this girl, whoever put me in there, I don't know how long ago they did it, but I know over the course of maybe like the last month, I had time at home and stuff. I have gone in there a couple of times, and sometimes I have me a nice kiki with one or two of the, people in there. I talk to everybody, okay? So, I'm in there and I'm listening to it, and this is one white girl. I always motherfucker see her in there talking, and I think I may have said something to her once or twice, or high-fived her or something she said that made sense one night. We was in there having kikis, and I high-fived it, told her that's what was up, you know what I'm saying, and she sent me a friend request, but I didn't never accept it, right? But I synced the shit. Well, alright. They were in that point talking about, maybe the parents of the children who are having a pool party should have contacted all of the neighbors to let them know that African American and other brown colored people would be attending this party, so not to be alone. What the fuck she gotta do? What the parents gotta do that for? Don't they pay their bills and shit over there on their side of the land? So it was at that moment I told her that. I said, I don't see why the parents should have had to tell the neighbors shit. Now, I will tell them that we having a party. Okay? I'll be respectful enough to let you know that, me and my family are having a little get together over here, and we gonna do us, but we gonna respect you. I'll do that. But I don't have to give you a breakdown of my guest list. I don't have to do that. So me and her went to going back and forwards about the bullshit. And I realized, you know what, some people just stupid as fuck. So I left that hoe over there talking to herself. Well, the bitch couldn't stand the fact that I'm not arguing no more. So she gonna tag me, which automatically send an alert. Okay, bitch, you tagging that? Okay, now Simple gonna stop you early because I don't have time for your bullshit. So I had blocked that bitch. And I was just sitting here thinking about this shit, so I said, let me go on. I got videos out the asshole that I need to be doing today, so let me just get started now. Now, for those of y'all who might live in this world and don't seem to know what's going on, I'm sure you have seen that report that, news reports about a pool party that was going on Saturday over in McKinney, Texas, which is not that far from me. I've been to McKinney, Texas. It's a military base somewhere either out there or near there. Child, don't ask no questions. I know. I done been to them. Yeah. I'm sure y'all picking up on the fact I like me in a uniform, right? Okay. But anyway, we ain't talking about that part right now. We'll talk about that bullshit later. Apparently, someone had a pool party on Saturday, and they invited probably some of their classmates. Now, this may be a predominantly white neighborhood, but they go to school with, they integrated and shit. So they gonna have friends of different nationalities, and things like that, and creeds. So it's a pool party, you see a group of, you know, a lot of black teenagers, somehow or another police get called about this situation, you know. Because, not for nothing, y'all do know that the only reason why they act like they don't know what the police was there for on some reports, but then on some reports, it break down, you know, they give an opinion, and I'm more inclined to believe that. Now, what I heard was, there were people who live over there who had began to notice that there was a lot of black kids around. Now, never the fuck mind they in swimming clothes and, you know, shit like that they could jump in a pool with. Never fucking mind that. But it's just the fact that they got this color skin, you know, and so now that's a problem for you, okay? So, you gonna get on the phone and probably made it seem like the kids was over there truly doing something, and here come these cops. You know, one of them seemed like they had good sense. He was talking to them, but it was one in particular that I paid close attention to, who is the, you know, who's the star person in this damn this situation now. He was going fucking crazy, hollering at them kids like that, and you know, hollering at them, cussing at them, threatening them children. And the little girl that he threw down to the ground, I could not, baby. See, there ain't no way in hell. You see what I'm saying? That I'm going to be able to handle that if that was my kid. That's why I pray all the time. I stay prayed up. And I just don't understand what's going on. You know what I'm saying? I really don't understand what's going on. I don't give a damn. The only thing that girl could have possibly been doing is bumping her motherfucking gums. That's what teenagers do. Not just blacks. All the motherfuckers got a mouth on them. Okay? So, I mean, come on now. Come on now with that bullshit. It wasn't no reason why he should have handled that girl like that. And then she on the ground talking about crying and shit, asking for her mama. You know, somebody called my mama. Because them wasn't no thug kids. Those were kids that were invited into their neighborhood. By everything I'm reading, those were kids that were invited into their neighborhood for a party. And you even see the other white kids sitting around in disbelief that that shit is happening. Because keep in mind, they making everybody black get down. But the white people, they walking right past them and shit. So see, it's not me turning it into a racial issue. The motherfuckers that did this shit turned it into a racial issue. I just don't get it. I mean, every week we getting worse and worse. I hope like hell that girl parents do file a lawsuit against the McKinney, Texas police department. I hope they get good coin off of it, because it was nothing in the videos, none of them that I've seen, that warranted that man to take that child and throw her down by a damn neck and hold her down like that, putting your knee all in her motherfucking back. Bitch, is you really kidding me right now? I can't believe you did that. And then, okay, I know it's the normal thing that when it's an officer involved incident, that the officer does, you know, be put on, placed on leave. I think circumstances determine whether or not they receive their pay still. And if that is the case, then child, you mean to tell me he need to still collect a check after acting like that? Child, that piece of hair getting on my nerve. I gotta fix that. I'm sorry, y'all. That was working. Whatever. But yeah, I'm not really understanding how they'll go like that. How they, you know, every couple of weeks, it's something new going on, and it's involving these, most times, these police officers. I'm not saying all police officers are bad. I got police officers in my family, and believe it or not, quiet as a kept bitch at one time for a brief minute. I mean, a very fucking brief minute. I thought about actually being a law enforcement officer of some sort. Me too. I had that in my head one time for a little bit of minute. But I can't understand why we going back in time and not moving forward. Because not for nothing, y'all, don't think that these people ain't trying to get rid of us. And I mean, people might go, well, you being a conspiracy theorist. No, bitch, I'm a realist, because I'm sitting here watching what's happening. Just like in the 80s when they flooded the ghetto in the motherfucking predominantly black neighborhoods with dope. They trying to extract our motherfucking asses. and we playing along with it. I just don't get what's going on in this world. You tell your children, okay, do what the police say. You know, if they pull you over, it don't matter. Just do what they say. Y'all, it really, you starting to see it don't matter if them children do what they say. I mean, you know, these young people can comply and still wind up in a motherfucking body bag, bitch. Or slung down to the ground and beat the fuck out of her. Because he abused that girl. And then when her friends tried to come over there to check on her to see what was going on, this motherfucker gets so motherfucking scared, he pulled out a gun out on the flip of that. I can understand at that moment he pulled him out because everybody did run up on him and he didn't know what was going on. But had he not been doing what he was doing, he wouldn't have had to be in fear of himself because they wouldn't have ran up on his ass like that. Child, I don't know, y'all. It's just too much going on. I couldn't believe I was sitting here arguing with that damn girl on Facebook. But she pissed me off, gonna tell me some shit about a bitch need to, child, y'all, I'm trying to get these damn notes together. This is proving to be a long video, so let me just tell y'all now, it's gonna be a long ass video. So if you ain't got time, put it on watch later, baby. Don't even try to fuck with this because it's gonna go lengthy. Because I got too many to do today, and I can't be just roll with a bitch. But anyway, I couldn't believe I was on there arguing with that girl about this shit because it just irritated the fuck out of me that she was thinking like that. I'm like, really, bitch? So you mean tell me, you telling me that this man, these kids' parents should have gone to each one of the neighbors in the neighborhood and gave them an itinerary or a guest list of what's going on? The basic, we having a party and we gonna respect you is all the fuck I need to give them. I don't need to tell them who coming to my motherfucking house because if they not disrespecting the neighborhood or their property, who at my house don't have a motherfucking thing to do with what the fuck these neighbors got going on as far as what they, you know, how they feel about people of color. I ain't got shit to do with that. All I know, as long as my kids ain't bothering you, you shouldn't fucking bother them. But that's what the fuck happened. Them kids, some motherfucker over there felt like it was too many niggas walking around that neighborhood. And so they decided to call the police and probably put on a show like their lives or something was really in danger. Because, you know, we can walk 2 steps toward a white person and some of them motherfuckers will shake rattle and roll, bitch. You know they will. Shit, scared we gonna fuck them up or some shit. That ain't nothing but guilt when you don't even know me and you worried. Guilt for all the shit your ancestors done did. I ain't thinking about you, bitch. I'm moving forward in this life. All I'm trying to do is live. And it look like we can't live. Shit. Now when they keep trying to put us in a fucking cat. Now see, before I came on here, this was good. Whatever. Ooh, whatever. I can't stand when my mini bank don't lay right. But, yeah. It's a damn shame. But, you know, I don't know, y'all. I don't know what to say about it. I hope this get handled right, but I've lost all my motherfucking, you know, I lost all my belief in the judicial system, child. Y'all know I really have. Hell, I'm over here battling with that or with my child. So, you know, I don't have no more faith in the judicial system. All I can say is, you know, Lord, let thy will be done when it comes to this man, because these folks probably ain't gonna do too much to this man. They gonna find some motherfucking kind of way of trying to ease their way out of it. And this will happen again. That's how the fuck I feel about it. And fuck that bitch on Facebook. The next, you know what? I just started talking. Ain't that? Welcome back to the channel, everybody. This is Lady Nika, giving you a little in the news and shit like that. Y'all, I got so much stuff to talk about. I'm going to put some of it in this. It might be 2 parts in the news because I don't want it to be too long where people just get irritated. But I want to get out what I need to be talking about, okay? Then I got another review to do, you know. I'm going to try to fuck with this Married to Medicine. And then I got the Fresh Collective video to do today. Alright, child. Then Jocelyn come on tonight. Okay, but I'm gonna do it. I got this thing. I got it. Anyway, next story we're gonna talk about is Lord. What y'all? Y'all, what's wrong with Chris Brown? What's wrong with him? I look at Chris Brown and I feel sad. Chris Brown is a good example of how money don't buy happiness. And he also a representation of how mental illness is truly not taken seriously in the black community. Because clearly we know he been diagnosed bipolar, okay? This boy like he not taking his medication. This boy like he don't get no kind of counseling to deal with his emotions, to teach him better ways to, when he feeling anxious or upset, any of his feelings that he's having, he needs to be taught how to deal with each and every one of them. And you can tell he ain't got no real people around him. He got a bunch of yes men that he pay, and they just let him run amok. They don't give a fuck about what he do. Now, it's this party that Christina Milian was hosting, and Karrueche and her, they good Judas now, and so quite naturally Karrueche was gonna be there, right? And they say, oh, Chris come pulling up in his Lamborghini. Y'all, that's a nice motherfucking Lamborghini. I ain't gonna lie, shit. If I had that kind of money, I damn sure would cop me one like that, because that's really, really nice. But he comes there and he somehow manages to be sitting next to the table where Karrueche and Christina and them had. And apparently, he was trying to talk to the girl. She wasn't trying to hear nothing from him. So she called an Uber to leave, right? She get in the Uber, he get in the motherfucker too. You can see him doing this shit. Well, after some conversation, probably a Chris gone on get out this motherfucker Uber so I can go home. Leave me alone, man. That type of conversation. He finally gets out and he gets in his Lamborghini. Now, we think this shit is over. She going home, right? She going home to get some clothes so she can go to somebody else's house tonight, because she already know what this means. She done been with him before, as we all know. So, before she can get her shit and bounce out, he at her motherfucking door trying to make her open up the door, and she ain't trying to talk to him. It gets out of control. The arguing does, and the police are called out there. And that's when she able to make her great escape and gone where she had to go. Now, my thing is this right here. That ain't cute. Let me tell you something. There ain't nothing cute about a motherfucker stalking you like that. And I don't understand why ain't nobody trying to help this boy or something like that. Do something for him. He got a living ass mama. What the fuck is she doing? I don't know Chris Brown backstory, so I'm not going to sit here and try to have no conversations about, I don't know this motherfucker like that. I just know that around about the time my daughter was in she was a junior in high school, she come busting up in here one day talking about she got to have Chris Brown CD and had me all down at the Walmart buying this shit for $13.99. That's all I know about his ass. I heard a couple of his songs. Some of them I like. Some of them I don't really care for. I don't know nothing new about him. After that song, Somebody's Never a Right Time to Say Goodbye, I don't think I know nothing else after this shit. And I know it's been a whole lot of shit since then. I don't know none of that. Now, I heard him on songs with other people, and I could tell, because I know his voice. But I ain't no Chris Brown fan. But I will say this, it's sad that boy that talented, but he disturbed and nobody seems to want to help him out. All they want to do is get paid to hang around him and let him do stupid shit and encourage that shit. I don't understand that. I don't understand how you get to that point where you just don't have nobody that'll step up. Or maybe it could be he alienated away the people that would step in and say, Chris, you need some help. Like I said, I don't know the little boy's story. I just know that somebody better do something with him soon before he fuck his career completely up or he end up in jail. And I ain't talking about no little jail time like what he did before. And he was gone just that little short period of time. And look how fat he came back. Child, jail ain't for him. Ain't no telling what kind of... I'm going to leave that alone. But, yeah. I don't understand. I don't get it. Whatever, child. What the fuck ever. Let me see if there's anything else I need to be talking about. Oh yeah, and then it was already, see, the boy stay in the news and shit, because it was already a article that I had read where it was Us Magazine. That's where I got that article from. They say that Chris Brown was on a private jet going somewhere, you know, to perform or whatnot, and it was a non-smoking jet. You know, he couldn't smoke in there. And say, the captain told him, well, the pilot told him that, you know, that he wasn't gonna be able to smoke. And they say now the first story is he got mad and he started acting a damn fool, telling them he paid, I don't know how much they say it was. Shit. I forgot how much they said it was, but anyway, it was a cigarette that he was smoking. But I sure was trying to see how much that shit was. They say he said he paid for that damn jet, but he said he paid $60,000 for that jet, and he owned the jet, the plane, he owned the jet, the people that's working in that motherfucker, and his people. He owned all of that. Well, after he did that, they say that he had let me see what he did. Okay, he fired up that cigarette again. That's what they saying he did. They saying that's the first story. The second story says that it wasn't him, it was his assistant. But the first story says that Chris had fired up a cigarette again after the pilot had told him that they don't do that, and the flight attendant apparently came behind him and told him, "Look, you can't smoke on here." And Chris went to telling her, "Bitch, I paid for this. I paid $60,000 for this plane. You work for me. I own the motherfucking plane. I own the motherfucking people." Apparently, Chris got pissed off and he started talking to the woman real disrespectfully, going the fuck off on her, called her old and all kind of shit. Say he used the flight attendant that he can't fuck with no old bitch like that. But then on the flip, they saying it was his damn assistant, and that none of that shit happened with the flight attendant because there was two of them. But on the first story where Chris supposed to be the one that acted the fool, it was only one. But on the story where it's the assistant that's supposed to act the fool, it was two flight attendants. Chris never got into it with none of them, and neither did the assistant. They saying that the assistant was removed off. He was asked to, lead the plane, and he did. So then Chris was able to fly on off into the Wild Blue Yonder and shit. He went on. I don't know. That boy stay in the news. I'm gonna say this, like I said before. I've said this. If he don't soon get some help, it's gonna be yet another tragedy. Because everything he doing now is, he headed straight down the road to destruction. And if he don't get some kind of help, if somebody don't intervene on his behalf to try to get him to understand what it is that he doing wrong, this boy he gonna self-destruct. And I don't know, like I said, I can't sit here and say his family wrong. What I can say is somebody need to care enough to, I don't care what he's done. You see he fucked up, something wrong with this boy. And Karrueche need to get her a restraining order on this boy. Start you a paper trail. Don't be no fool. Because clearly you knew that fucking with him was going to lead to an ass whooping that night. That's why you was getting the fuck away from him. But, that don't surprise us. He gave Rihanna, he fucked her out. If he'll fuck Rihanna, why he won't fuck up Karrueche? Carrie Cake better get her ass a restraining order. They're going to be... Shit, girl, he gonna fuck around and get you there. Get your restraining order, though, girl. Start a paper trail so that if this thing go wrong, you can stand to come. If you come out of it alive, you can get paid for that. He gonna carry his ass to jail. I had wrote down that. Oh yeah, I didn't know. Good child, all these years, Diana Ross just got a damn Twitter. Her and Janet Jackson killed me opening up Twitter accounts, shit, and talking on them and shit. And Diana Ross so happy with the shit. I know she just somewhat just like I was. You know, I wasn't excited when I heard the little tweet sound, let you know somebody said something to you. I ain't never been that kind of crazy about it, but it was kind of like, ooh, really? Somebody's actually talking to me on social media when I first started. So I guess that's what Diana feeling right now, because that's what she was fucking saying. Did y'all see the interview that Fox did with the Duggars, whatever they are? Yeah, I watched that thing, and I don't really watch Fox News because really, to me, they on some fuck shit. You know, they don't really do us. But I watched that interview, and you would think that they was gonna hit them with hard hitting questions to get to the bottom of what really went on. Even though we already know that they little Josh was funneling them sisters of his and shit, but they didn't really come at them people strong. What I saw was, I saw parents sitting there trying to make excuses for their pedophile ass son. They even had went so far as to research what a pedophile is and the characteristics, and actually told that news girl that technically their son couldn't be identified as a motherfucking pedophile because a pedophile evidently starts at the age of 16. And he was 14 at the time of offense. And then they kept saying on over the clothes fondling. Instead of trying to push that over the clothes so that we won't, you know, to keep us in mind that no matter what he was doing it with their clothes on. He wasn't trying to take their clothes off. And then they kept talking about them girls was asleep. And my thing is this. It don't fucking matter. That's your brother tiptoeing his ass in his sister's room, putting his motherfucking hand on their body parts. They talking about the girls was asleep. Bitch, I played sleep too. So we don't know if, and excuse me if y'all hear that because my daughter back and y'all know she be beating her and her child be beefed out sometime, and then that's what you see. You might hear them being beefed out. I'm gonna try to talk over there, but yeah, you might hear that bullshit. But yeah, I don't understand that, girl. I don't understand that. How you gonna sit on here and try to make what he did not seem like a bad thing? He was touching his sister and brother, and the sad part about it is you motherfuckers knew you country. Now that's some hillbilly shit, bitch. I may talk a little country every now and again, but that's some hillbilly nigga shit. That ain't got child. How you? I mean, it was a lot of people who knew about this situation and nobody did shit. And it just makes me wonder, like, what the fuck are you hoes scared or something? Y'all hoes scared? Is your hoes scared? Ugh. Whatever, baby. I don't know. Drove a whole like me, I ain't lying. Sure did. Drove a whole like me. Just go. I don't know. Well, and that was all I had to say. Shit just, it get worse and worse. Anyway, I got other videos to make. Like, comment, subscribe. Tell a friend or two. Be back with Reality Baby Soup. Peace.